Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to go forward and accomplish that dream. The common denominator in your life, in your entrepreneurial journey, your career field, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're striving for, the common denominator is you. Think about it. Every single storm that you had to endure, every single bad day that you had to go forth through, every single frustrating moment, every single traumatizing event in your life, the common denominator is you. That's not saying you're to blame. That's not saying to invalidate your feelings or how you felt about these experiences. It's just you are the common denominator. So when you look at whatever you're going through right now, whatever goal you're trying to accomplish, it might be frustrating. It might be traumatizing once again. You might be wounded. But if you are wounded, if you come this far, you might as well win. You see, it makes no sense to take all these hits, all these lumps, all of these bruises, and get nothing in return. You already come this far because of your faith. Your faith lifted you out of that dark abyss before, and your faith will do it again in the present day and in the future. You are the common denominator. If you can survive the things of the past, you can most certainly survive the things of the present and the future. Never forget that you've come this far because of your faith. You are the common denominator in every single thing. If you survived it once, you can survive it again. So what you are going through right now, you could be frustrated. You could be hurt. You could be mad. You could be angry. You could be sad. You could feel like you're in despair. All of that is cool because these are your feelings. This is your life. But just don't forget that you are still the common denominator. You may be wounded, but if you're wounded, you might as well win. So that's why your faith is going to trigger and give you a little bit more energy to cross that finish line. That's what I'm here to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen. Very short, very brief. The common denominator in every single event in your life, in your business, in your career is you, and you are armed with your faith. Your faith is the only sword you need right now. Don't worry about nothing else. When you have done every single thing that you physically, emotionally, and literally can do, just allow that sword to break that siege of despair, that siege of darkness, and allow that sword to lead you to better, higher grounds. Allow your sword of faith, bravery, and courage to continue to work. I know it's easier said than done. I get it. It's easier said than done, but trust me, I'm speaking from experience as I do on most of these episodes on Mogul Motivation. You can get through it. I don't know how. You don't even know how. But guess what? Ain't the beautiful thing about it is it's not your job to figure out how, because you already done what you had to do. You already done every single thing you can do to grow your business, to get ahead in your career, or to accomplish this goal. You have done every single thing you can do. So now you have to let your faith do the rest. It's really that simple. It's easier said than done, but it's really that simple. So that's my message to you today, ladies and gentlemen. If you have done everything that you physically can do, if you have already thought of every single plan, strategy, every single thing, it's okay. Because there was one point in time in the past where you did every single thing that you could do, where you thought of every single strategy that you could think of, where you exhausted all of your emotional energy, and you still got through it. You still made it to the next day. You still didn't die from this. You are the common denominator, and you are armed with unbelievable faith. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Never forget, even though you may feel like you're under siege by despair, you will still win. Despite the fact that you are wounded, you will still win because you won already in the past. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you next week.